Greetings everyone, this is Ilya here, SSI Client Success. I'm presenting to you from our head office in Victoria, where we have the first winter storm of the year. It's pouring outside and the wind is strong, and that's why I'm dressed like this. In this video, I would like to tell you how to use our new Communications and Resource Center, SSI Nexus, in particular its community discussion sections and the wish list, to promote your requests to the SSI developer team. Before I start the explanation, let me just quickly remove the gear so that I can speak a little bit more comfortably to you. Okay, back to my office seat and back to our subject. Let's say that you have an excellent idea in mind that you would like to promote to the SSI developer team as a new feature request. Where do you start? Well, the right place for you to start is the SSI Nexus Community section. Go to the Community section, and the first thing I recommend you do is that you search for a discussion based on keywords. You might find a similar discussion, similar idea that someone has already brought up. Now, if you cannot find an existing discussion with the feature proposal you have in mind, please go ahead and start a new discussion by clicking Start a Discussion. Give it a good title and describe briefly what the nature of the proposal is and what the benefits are. Once you have done that, click the Save button, and everybody in the community will be able to see your proposal. Once you have posted your feature proposal as a discussion to the community, all SSI community members, including ShipConstructor users and SSI employees, will be able to see that discussion and participate in it. And if your feature proposal is really intelligent and adds a lot of value to the broad set of users, it will generate a lot of interest around it. For example, in the past, we had some discussions like profile plots that have generated 39 replies just underneath this subject. What happens next is that at SSI, our internal team goes through all of the discussions and identifies items of the highest interest to our users. We handpick those items and add them to the community wish list. The wish list is located next to the community section, but the only people who can see it are our verified users. So click the wish list tab, and you will be presented with the view of handpicked community proposals that were identified by the SSI team as the items that generated the most interest in our community. The wish list that you can see here is also a voting system. When we present this list to you, we give all verified members of our community an opportunity to vote on individual items and promote them. For example, if we look at this item down here, improve performance of curved plates inside model drawings, we can see that this item has collected 15 votes from our community members, and the average vote for this item is 5 stars, which means that this is an absolutely essential request that must be satisfied in the ShipConstructor software. Other items may have less stars, meaning that they are of lower importance to the average community member. The way to vote on individual items is that you need to bring the mouse cursor over an item, and then you can see how the stars change. Just go ahead and do a left mouse click. For example, this item has 5 votes, and as a user, let's pretend that I'm very interested in this item and I'm going to give it a star rating of 5. As soon as I do the left mouse click, you can see that the total number of people who voted for this item increased by 1, and its average rating also increased slightly. Please be very careful when you vote for the items. The system works in a way that it gives you the opportunity to vote for an item, but you cannot remove your vote from the item. The only way how you can manage previous votes is that you can change them later. The wishlist system can remind you of what your previous vote was for a specific item. If you go back to the same page again or just reload it and then hover over with the mouse over the item that you have just voted for. For example, if I go back to the same item to which I gave the 5-star rating a moment ago, I will be able to see that rating in the tooltip. Now, not to distort our user ratings, I'm going to set my vote back to the average value of what it used to be before I assigned the 5-star rating to it. The interpretation for different star ratings is as follows. If you vote a single star on an item, the SSI team will interpret it as this item either not applicable or not important to you. If you vote 2 stars, we can see that this item is somewhat helpful to you, but definitely not critical. A 3-star rating we would see as this item is definitely helpful to you and it would be fair to have it in the product. 4 stars means that the item is highly important to you. And the 5-star means that the feature that you voted for in the wish list is absolutely important to you. We see it as you telling us that the software cannot exist without this item. If you have more questions about this process, our client success product owner, Norman Eldridge, has put a very helpful knowledge base article together. So just go on SSI Nexus under the knowledge base section and search for how to use the SSI Nexus community discussions and wish list. And you will get a very quick explanation, a summary of everything I've just told you. There is also an attachment to this knowledge base article that contains slides from the recent presentation by Norman at our America User Conference in 2016. I hope this was a helpful video and I look forward to your suggestions on how to improve the ShipConstructor software. Thanks everybody and have a great day.